Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh. All praise unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Wahara Kakadash, the bonus, the apostles of Great Millstone. Honestly, brothers will be pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. So I wanted to do this video pretty much going into how, and this is really unrelated to the truth, but then again it is related to the truth, and ultimately the perspective I wanted to take on this video is this dude here on this this particular picture and this particular article could basically be one of you, any one of us, any one of us, or any one of you brothers, including myself, okay, at a time, really close to this point, okay. And what I mean by that is, as I'm going to read the article, you're going to see that pretty much they could go through your accounts or maybe come up with your accounts, on the YouTube, okay, and nitpick certain things that you had said, and have it to where they're gonna demonize you, okay, for the pushing of this word, okay. And really you're supposed to hold fast until the truth, until the end, as it says within the book of Revelations, the 2nd chapter, the 25th verse, irregardless of what Esau and how Esau may paint the image, okay, because they could paint. I'm not saying this person was in the truth, but you can really see how they could easily swing it, okay, based upon what we read out the scriptures, okay, as concerning Esau and not the so-called white people, because that's just that's really like a simplification of it, but they'll go to the next extent of simplifying what we say to make it look like this situation that you got out here, okay, because we know through the scriptures, and it's understood from a scholarly point of view, that the Edomites, okay, the house of Esau, okay, was gonna get no mercy, okay. And then when we break it down, okay, we find out that it's the rulers of Babylon, which is America and Europe, and predominantly people that of that persuasion, okay. So they could very easily take one of your your YouTube videos when you was going hard, and use that against you, okay, and use it to where you might look like this particular individual in this image right here, because we go through the scriptures, it talks about sedition, civil unrest, therefore race riots. So we're getting into those times, but really the exhortation is really to be mindful that these situations could arise, and if and when they do arise, you gotta trust in the Lord, man, okay. The scripture talks about, if has anyone ever put their trust in the Lord and they was condemned, and guess what, that's unto death, okay, because even in death the Most High can present the reward, because you go to the book of Thessalonians, it says that they which are died in Yahweh Shai, they're gonna be the first ones in them chariots, man, okay. So I just wanted to do that video on this, okay, because it reminds me, okay, well, what the scripture says about what the times we're going into, and this is more like an exhortation video saying, look, whatever's going to come in the near future, because you got the USA China going on, the trade wars, which is going to lead into hot wars. You got China and America going, Russia and America going back and forth at it with these different things that they're going through. So we're getting into the times where you being called out for you pushing this word is not so far-fetched. So this article, like I said, not too truth related, okay, but I'm gonna use it, okay, for the purposes of getting into the scriptures. So it says, high school counselor arrested after threatening to execute white people, okay, and it's a so-called black person over there, okay, and It goes in, it says an in-school suspension coordinator or counselor at Bridgeport, Connecticut, okay, high school, has been arrested after threatening to execute, Edomites, okay, in its simplicity, okay, and it says, executing all that get their hands on him. It says Warren Hardin, okay, high school, Carl Lemon was taken into custody Wednesday on charges of second-degree threat and breach of peace. Okay, it goes on. Like I said, I was just going to use that as an angle. But pretty much, this is not too far-fetched now, where they're going to have brothers, okay, for the messages you're pushing, okay, on the image, just like how this dude is, okay, and have, a tidbit of what you're saying, and have the breakdown that you put up, and accuse you falsely. So it's an exhortation, man. Get prepared for the times we're getting into. Okay, expect that to come upon you. Okay, and trust in the Lord. Okay, so let's hit some few precepts now. Mark the 13th chapter and 8th verse says, "For nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in divers places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginnings of sorrow." So civil unrest, sedition, race riots, okay, wars. Okay, that all leads to the blame game beginning for that particular time of trouble. And the blame game really is going to come down to you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans. And when you check out the so-called New World Order, the agenda is to rid the world of the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, the Israelites. Okay, thus saith the scriptures. Okay, in the book of Psalms, the 83rd chapter. That's what the whole New World Order is about. And whenever you see these movies and they got a New World Order set up like what's this movie? Demolition Man, Elysium. You didn't see no Israelites out there in those images, man. Just pure Edomites, okay, living in their so-called new world, man. Okay, but let me go to the point. 13. It says, and ye shall be hated of men, okay, for my name's sake. That's where you're gonna be doing it, because in that article, that dude was just doing it for whatever reason. But they're gonna be doing it for the account. Because when we're pushing this word, we ain't pushing this word. You got some cats out there that push it for their own vainglory. But when we open the scriptures out, we ain't just opening out just to speak some randomness. Okay, we've gone through the history, the scriptures, and come to the conclusion that the only way we're gonna find peace, the only way the earth is gonna be revived, the only way you're gonna eat non-GMO food, okay, is if Esau be removed from the earth. That's the only way, okay? And when they see that conclusion, they get all emotional about it. But it's just the reality. You got oil spills out there within the ocean. You got trash and plastic within the ocean. And, putting all kind of chemicals on their body, inside their body, on their body, in their food. All kind of cancers. The only way you're gonna go to a position where that's not happening anymore is if you get it to where this profit-driven, okay, carnal being that is Esau is removed completely from the earth. Because you could say, oh, if you just swap them out and put another ruler in, then everything will be back to being okay. But let's not forget that when we was in the garden, the serpent beguiled Eve, Adam was already in rulership. Okay, so if you was gonna root out that evil from the earth, you was gonna have to it to where that is just completely it's just gonna have to be completely removed. Because we've had it to where you had instances where you had a righteous rule or Esau not ruling, and what did? They found an angle and they beguiled the existing rulership. And, the earth turned into the mess that it's in now. Okay. Let's carry on. It says 14. But when ye shall see the abomination of desolation which Daniel speak of, the prophet standing where it ought not, let him that readeth understand. Then let Judea, flee into the mountains. Okay, so now let me go to there was another point I wanted to hit within this particular scriptures. Okay, for 12, say now brother shall betray brother. So they might have the image that we just looked at, and it'll be you, okay, and it'll be like your family member testifying against you, man, saying, oh yeah, I always saw, him speaking about so-called English people, white people, American people saying it's gonna be destroyed. Yeah, that nigga's crazy. That's what your own brother would say about you. And like I said, this is more an exaltation video, because really this is coming to the man of the Lord pretty soon. The scripture talks about the martyrs of your house. What do you think they're gonna be dying for, man? Okay, they're gonna be dying because of the testimony of Yahushua, which is the spirit of prophecy. And when you check out the prophecy, it says that Esau is going to be removed from the earth in order for peace to be established, man. Okay, so it says, now brother shall betray brother, okay, to death, and the father the son, and the children shall rise up against their parents, and they shall cause them to be put to death. That's what's coming. And that's what's coming. Let me hit one more precept, and then should be it. Okay, Revelations 2:25. Okay, behold, Revelations 2:25. Is that right? Yeah, Revelations 2:25. That which you have already hold fast until I come. Okay, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end. That's even unto death. Okay, to him will I give power over the nations. So you got to remember the reward in the times that we're coming into, man. Okay, because if you forget about the reward and you're doing this for a prize, a crown, then you could get caught up, getting emotional, okay, denying the Lord, okay, because, if an article goes up and this is your face in there, you got particular family members, maybe particular people in your life that, have control over whether you live or die, like, your boss or a policeman, whatever, then you could get weak. If you don't want to get weak, okay, this was a thing of finishing, not doing it halfway. So you got to finish up. Yeah, you got to finish the task, no matter how bad it looks to the rest of the world. You got to think about the Lord, and really what the Lord may see you as being, what you might think is humiliation, then that's an opportunity for the Most High to give you a big time, big blessing, man. And that's what the Lord's going to be finna to do, man. Give you a big time, big blessing, just to have rulership over the heathen nations. But if you don't finish the course, how you gonna get access to that? Okay, so hopefully that was of edification. This is a little video I wanted to do. With that, I'm gonna say, "Oh, praise unto Yahweh, Shemi Ashai, that honestly, apostles, a great millstone, and honestly, brothers, that be pushing this truth in sincerity. Shalom."